Hi everyone, this is Sri Sankalp from grade 7 from Sri Sankalp Olympiad School. Today I am with Dr. Lakshmi Sowjanya ma'am in Life Hospital. Good evening ma'am.
Thank you. Welcome Sri Chandana.
Thank you ma'am.
Please sit down.
My name is Sri Chandana. I am studying grade 7 in Sri Sankalp Olympiad School ma'am. Really the name of your hospital is very meaningful and many lives came through your hands. You saved many lives. Can you spare a few minutes for me?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you ma'am. I am going through with my first question. What made you choose this profession ma'am?
Yeah. Right from my childhood I had passion to become a doctor because this is one branch where we deal with lives. We have the opportunity to cure somebody's illness, which gives you a lot of satisfaction. That is the reason why I choose this branch.
It's superb ma'am. Doctors are second God. Do you agree with this statement ma'am?
Doctors are definitely not gods, but we are instrumental in in God's hands. We take the opportunity of helping patients and curing their illness. And many a times patients say doctors are gods, which is not true actually. We do our duty first, and duty is something like godliness, whatever be the profession.
It's nice ma'am. Can you tell me one situation in your career which made you panic and later brought you a great success?
Panic in the profession you mean to say, or in personal life? In the profession, okay. Many a times being an obstetrician we come across such situations because obstetrics is an emergency branch. You don't know when an emergency lands up. For example, a patient is normal till 9th month, suddenly she develops blood pressure, and if the blood pressure shoots up all of a sudden, they may land up in eclampsia, that is fits, and sometimes the placenta separates from the uterus, which leads to heavy bleeding, which is crucial and critical for both mother and the baby. So in those situations we have to rush for the patient's lives, and most of the times we'll be able to save, but sometimes things will not be in our hands, but we do our best. So such situations make us feel panic, but we have to work up to that situation in a right way. And when the patient and the baby comes out in a positive way, we feel very happy about it. And if something goes wrong, we then analyze ourselves. Is there anything else that we have done, we should be doing? And that should be always there with anyone, with any profession.
You're really great ma'am. Ma'am, I just don't know whether I can ask this question or not. What if you're invisible for a day? What would you do?
If I am invisible for a day, probably I would like to become a PM or CM of the state. I would like to do all the things that the students are suffering a lot, like stop drugs that are being used by students in the cities and of course in all the places. So I would like to do that. I would like to ban alcohol completely, and I would like to change the corruption system that is there.
If I get that opportunity, I'll travel around the world without any passport.
Okay.
How do you manage your stress ma'am?
Everyone has to work out their own ways to relieve their stress. For me, my hobby is to spend time close to nature. I love gardening a lot. So we developed a terrace garden in our house, and we have our own farm where there are cows, and the farming is absolutely organic farming there. And I try to spend my time with for social activities, like we work with few organizations to help poor children and educate them.
It's nice ma'am. What kind of advice would you give for this generation, especially girls?
And for me, I always love girls a lot when compared to boys, because girls have more commitment to whatever they do. But what I really advise to girls and young girls like you especially is, you focus on your what you want in life. Don't get confused. These days what I am noticing among students is They have so many things in front of them. They live in a fantasy world. You have to realize what is your, recognize what is your passion, and you have to work towards it and balance both the enjoyment point of life and the education. And many a times you keep telling, the children of your age will be telling like, you always have only one thing to tell, that to read always. Parents usually don't say only read always. They tell that only when you are playing with your cell phone or playing with your games more and neglecting your studies. So you should balance both. Especially these days, the cell phones and the social media, the WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, these are killing your time. So you have to manage. You have to, most probably up to till the age you complete 12th class, it's better not to get indulged in social media. And cybercrime is becoming more these days, so you have to be very careful. The girls these days are achieving great heights, and it's actually the opportunities are also very much there, and girls are achieving because they are more focused than boys. And don't get attracted towards getting engaged yourself in social media and reduce your creativity. And all the best. What are you interested in?
I'm interested in to be a IAS officer
Okay, very good. Great. Why?
because I'm inspired by Abdul Kalam sir. So that I chose that, and my father wish is to become IAS officer for me too. So I choose that.
Good. All the best.
Thanks, ma'am. Ma'am, what was your ambition in your childhood?
It was like to settle myself good in my life, to stand up on my own feet, not to depend on anybody else. And my father was telling me that when I was in 7th class, there was a program in All India Radio, it seems. They would ask medical related questions, like health related questions, and we have to answer. And I got prize in that, it seems. And he then realized that medicine is I will become a good doctor. And to become a good doctor was my ambition from 10th class onwards.
Your wish came true. That's nice, ma'am. You are known for normal deliveries in and out of Nandyal. What is the secret, ma'am?
You must have seen the caption outside my OPD. It says teamwork divides the work and multiplies the success. We are 7 doctors altogether here, gynecologists here, and we work in a rotation system, because no person can be alert round the clock 365 days, and we need rest, and we are all equally capable, and we work in teams, and we give our full time to the patient, because not all of us are not available. So in rotations we are available for the patients round the clock. So that is the main secret for our success for doing more of normal deliveries. That is, teamwork divides the task and multiplies the success.
It's great, ma'am. What are your strengths, ma'am?
My strengths are my parents and my commitment to work and my hospital staff.
Even though my parents are strength for me too, ma'am. What is that one thing every doctor should have?
For that matter, every doctor and every professional should have is, you need to have focus on what you are doing. Whatever work, whatever profession you are in, you have to do it with passion and commitment, and work for the clients. For doctors, we have to work for the patients, and we are honest and transparent to them, and we are updated. We have to update ourselves. Then surely everyone will be successful.
Our questions are completed, ma'am. Let's move to some rapid fire questions. Who is your role model?
Dr. Evita Fernandez. She is Dr. Evita Fernandez. She is the director of Fernandez Hospital, Hyderabad, and I worked with her when I completed my post-graduation.
One naughty thing that you did in your school life?
When I was in 4th class, I copied a question from my friend, and my teacher bit me for that, and I think it's not a naughty thing, but I don't remember anything else, and that was the turning point. I felt very bad for that, and from then onwards I used to get D grade and E grade till my 4th class, and that I took it seriously, and that was a turning point, I should say.
What is your favorite dish, ma'am?
Paneer.
Ma'am, who is your favorite actor and actress?
Chiranjeevi is my favorite actor, and actress is Sri Devi.
In this generation, ma'am?
In this generation, I, frankly speaking, Samantha and Mahesh Babu.
Ma'am, what is...
Chiranjeevi and Sri Devi?
I know, ma'am. Ma'am, what is your favorite song of all time?
మౌనంగా ఎదగమని మొక్క నీకు చెబుతుంది ఆ సాంగ్.
Can you sing a few lines?
మౌనంగానే ఎదగమని మొక్క నీకు చెబుతుంది, ఎదిగిన కొద్దీ ఎదగమని అర్ధమందులో ఉంది.
It was very sweet, ma'am. Thank you for spending time with us, ma'am. Had a really great time with you.
And even I had great time with you, and all the best for your near future.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks to viewers.